Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome! Hello and welcome to Cheap Shot Entertainment. This is another quick shot review, and today we're going to be talking about Brahms' The Boy 2. And just that very name sends shivers down my spine, because the name of the film is utterly ridiculous. Why call it Brahms' The Boy 2? Just call it The Boy 2. And this is introductions. You're watching Cheap Shot Entertainment. This is Quick Shot Reviews. I am your host Luke, and you are the Cheap Shot Nation. Sorry, I'm getting into a bit of a rant because I love horror movies. They're one of the best genres that will take you out of whatever has happened on any given day, and you can just sit and you can enjoy it. And let's face it, we all like to be scared sometimes because it releases the same chemicals as being happy, and that's why we like roller coasters. It is scientifically proven. This, however, released a lot of other chemicals that made me want to go to sleep, because it is terrible, and it is a product of Hollywood where the first film wasn't very good, and even the fans of the film said it wasn't great, but they're still fans of it. And yet, because it made money at the box office, we get The Boy 2. Yay! So glad I've got my Odeon card, not a paid advertisement. Anyway, Brahms, The Boy 2 was directed by William Brent Bell, and the screenplay was written by Stacey Manier. Or Manier. I just like to say it as that. Manier. There you go. It stars Katie Holmes as Liza, who is the mother. Owain, or this is changed it to Owning Yeoman, but he's not owning, he's Owen Yeoman. Sean, he plays the dad. Christopher Convery, who plays Jude, the little boy who finds the doll, the porcelain doll. If you haven't figured it out already, or you haven't seen the first one, the doll is called Brahms. And Ralph Ineson, who plays Joseph, who famously was in the film The Witch, which is actually a good horror movie of recent times. And if you want to watch a good horror movie of recent times, I'd suggest you go and watch The Witch, because Ralph is absolutely fantastic in that film. And I've got to say, the only saving grace, the reason this gets a 1 of anybody's reviews, is that the acting is pretty damn decent, to be honest. Even the child actor, the main child actor, is pretty damn good. And later on there's some more child actors that aren't so great, but you know, they're only there for a couple of scenes. And yeah, the snotty bully kid gets his comeuppance. But I wouldn't suggest you go and watch this film to go and find out how, because it's terrible. Don't give them your money. We don't want a Brahms Boy 3, because this movie is not good. It's better than the first one, in my opinion, but it's not good. It's terrible. So the movie is based around the family having problems. They get robbed, the mother gets smacked over the head, the boy has trauma, he stops talking, they go to this estate. They have time away in an English estate where they're staying in the groundskeeper's cottage, and there's a big house where lots of weird things happened, including murder. And obviously that then brings about the boy and things like that, but it completely ignores everything that the first film set up. So there's no point in calling it The Boy 2, because it's not really a sequel, because the first one, I'm going to spoil it for you now, there was someone living in the walls and he was controlling the boy. So every time they turned back, He'd come out of the walls, he took the food, blah blah blah, and there's rules that they need to follow in order to look after the boy. Well, in this film, the doll clearly moves on its own. So is it still the person who's living in the wall, or is the doll possessed now? I mean, there was no chance or no attempt to explain that. And yeah, it's a terrible film. It doesn't help that it's always being shown late on at night as well. But yeah, I wouldn't. Every so often on this channel we have to watch, or we go and watch films, so you don't have to. And this is one of those films, because this movie is terrible. It's not quite Black Christmas 2019 terrible, at least this one's watchable, but it's pretty bad. Like I say, Katie Holmes is decent in it and the acting is solid, but the story is nonsensical, it doesn't make any sense, it has no continuation, and it's terrible. It's not a good film. So with that, I'm going to finish this review now, because I'm going to keep going on and on and on about how horror films have fallen and they're just a way for Hollywood to get a cheap cash grab. And like I say, I'm probably contributing to that by going to see it, but then I get my card and I don't actually pay for it. So you know, I pay for the card, but it's more than paid for itself now. So yeah, I just, you know, I can't watch them. So yeah, don't watch this film. Don't give them your money. Go and see something different. There's lots of horror movies coming out. If you want to go and see a good film, and it's not a horror movie, it's classed as a comedy drama, go and see Parasite. It does have subtitles, but get away from the subtitles and it is a fantastic film. Go and give that your money, because it deserves it a lot more than Brahms The Boy 2. And with that, I'm going to give this movie a cheap jump scare out of a creepy porcelain doll buried in the soil, because none of them are very useful and neither are very scary, just like this film. And with that, if you've liked this video, click the subscribe button and the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and go to the Close to Order shop where you can buy your merch. That's Close to Order / Cheap Shot Nation. And yeah, just to put this in perspective, a lot of the scares are loud noises. And while I was in the film, a lot of people because they were bloody scared, and they laugh because that's what scares do. But it wasn't scary, it was just a loud noise. I'm going to have to do a whole video on jump scares and how much they annoy me, but that's it. So I've got the next film set up, although The Girl on the Third Floor is on Netflix and it stars WWE. I'm guessing he is WWE star again, isn't he? But he's on Fox, he's getting paid by Fox, so not WWE. Former WWE champion CM Punk stars in that film. I've heard mixed reviews, but with my love of wrestling and love of movies, it makes the perfect review. So I'm going to be watching that sometime in the coming week or so, and I'm going to be doing a review on that. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I've been your host, Luke, and goodbye.
Hiya.